Good morning. I'm Madam Eileen. I'm going to show you how I make a hummingbird. I like using Qualitex's new balloon called the Chrome series. I'm going to use purple Chrome 260, green 260, and blue Chrome 260. I'm also going to use a bit of black 260 and a black 160. One's for the eyes, the other's for the beak. You don't need a lot, just a little, and you will need a pipe cleaner. I take a pair of tin snips. They're a very thick scissor that is used for cutting metal. You can use craft scissors to cut pipe cleaners, but they'll kill your craft scissors. So I'm going to do it fresh. Okay, so I'm going to grab my tin snips, gently grab the end of the wire and bend it and pinch it in. I do not want that wire poking and killing my balloon. And then I go down how long I want the beak, snip that part off, pinch the end with my tip and curl it up, and then use it to flatten it, or even to twist it. The twisting is not totally necessary, and that blunts both ends of our beak. Now, when the beak goes into the flower has a bit of length, and when it goes into the bird's head, it takes up a little bit of the length. And then the beak will be just right. I'm going to start with the beak here, slide it into the 260, and then I'm going to gather it up just a little bit and pull it up, just enough here to tie a knot. And then I gently push. I don't want it completely flat and mushy. I want some air in it, some body. So I'm grabbing the end of the balloon and I'm pulling towards that pipe cleaner. Now there's a little bit of air already trapped in this balloon. So you don't want to puff inflate it. Just use the air that's already in the balloon. And I'm tying it in a knot, thus trapping that little bit of air and creating a thick beak. You don't want to cut the whole length off. Tin snips cut with balloons too. So we got the knot and a little bit of tail to work with, and a knot and a nozzle to work with. Now I like to start with the wings. Now we're working, too much air. I am going to make a hummingbird to sit in this doll's hand. The hummingbird's going to be small, but as you see, the 260 balloons are big. So we need to make the bubbles small. You do that by pinching your fingers down until the balloon is at the diameter of the bubble that you want, and then you can twist. And then it's a small, see how this bubble is now smaller than the big bubbles? It takes me to okay. We're doing the wing. I was about to do the tail. Up, out, then a series of bubbles. I just need enough bubbles to switch to the end. Right here looks good. Wrap that around. I'm going to just pinch twist that one bubble. And now a spacer bubble. This is going to go through the bird's body. And then we need the next bubble. That little bit. Out. This is going fast, I know. I'm sorry about it. This is for a delivery I'm about to do. But I thought I'd just let you watch me do a hummingbird lifetime with minimum explanation. But all of these are elements that I teach in my beginner twister series. Now I'm connecting. If it's tight and you don't want to pinch, you can use your scissors. I have several pairs of scissors because I always misplace them and I lose them and they just disappear. If you want me to hide your trade secrets, just hand them to me. I'll lose them and I won't remember how to find them. Okay, we got our wings. Now for the tail. We're going to use green. Hummingbirds have very short tails. Just measuring, making sure. After you twist balloons for a while, you don't have to measure how many fingers you need to go for here and there. I'm shaping it, seeing where I want the head to go. I want the head to be right here. This is where I'm going to twist 2 bubbles. For the cheeks, a small loop for the head. A little tiny bubble for the back, so when I pull it, connect it to the tail, the balloon arches up like that. It's going to arch up and over the wings. Actually, that's actually looking really good. Sometimes I come back up to add more stability and support. That's looking really good. So I think maybe I'll just end here with a pinch twist. The only rule for balloon twisting is if the end product looks like what you're trying to make. Don't forget, if you leave out a bubble here or there, or something's too long or too short, maybe it's made to be that way. Now we're going to do the flash of color under the chin with the chrome blue. There. Slide the cheeks more towards the back. I'm keeping my eye on the time. Because balloons are made from a natural organic source, the rubber tree, keep in mind that these are and will behave like your fruits and vegetables. The longer they are out of the fridge, the warmer they get soft. The air is going to constantly be escaping through the natural pores of this latex balloon. I'm going to tell myself a story. Once upon a time, I had a beak. Where did I put it? Did I tell you I lose things? I lose things very easy. I'm wrapping it here between this loop and the blue neck. We're almost done. We need eyeballs. I'm going to keep using the 260 black here. I forget who did this, but I've seen lots of people do it. On YouTube especially. Now I'm making eyeballs, so I want to compare how big this loop is. That might be just a little too big. Make it a little smaller. Compare it to the head. That looks about right. I'm going to take this knot. Well, I'm going to take the nozzle end and tie a knot. I'm going to go around my fingers, tie one more knot. And there's one eyeball. If I pinch all the air out and I twist, I create a string. That gives me the stretch I need to go through the sides of the head here. Now I'm going to twist a small bubble for the next eye. Cross it. Now I don't need the rest of this black, so I'll cut that off. And this is the length that I'll put through the loop I just made with my fingers. It's best to tie 3 times. Just tying it twice, sometimes the air pressure will slowly unravel that knot and you'll lose one of the bubbles for your eyes. Trim off the extra. Then I'm going to take, looks like little barbells, little workout. I'm going to push it against the loop, and I'm going to push down while pulling the loop apart with my fingers. There we go, our little hummingbird. Now we need a flower for the hummingbird to rest in. I'm looking for a 160 robin egg blue. Yes, it has to be robin egg blue. Robin egg blue is darker than light blue, but lighter than true blue. Leave a long tail because we're going to put lots of twists in this. Now the flower is small. The flower is supposed to fit in the princess's hand. So you want to do like 3 fingers. It's going to be a curved flower, so it's going to be big on the bottom, small on the top, and then 1 finger. And then we're going to grab the knot, wrap it around, pull it through. So this is an advanced design only if you don't understand the elements of basic balloon twisting. If you want me to slow it down and do a more thorough introduction, just comment, let me know. Did you know that comments on my videos will actually tell YouTube that you guys are interested in more from me? If you just like my videos, that's okay. They base their extras on how many likes, but they pay attention if they see people commenting and engaging in someone's video. So please, comment. I guess even bad comments will actually be good for me too, because people are commenting and responding to my videos. Now, I call myself the best balloon twister in Phoenix, not because I'm the only one. I think I'm among the good ones. But one thing why I call myself the best balloon twister in Phoenix is I keep hearing from people that they've never seen the type of balloons that I do, ever. And it's because I'm insane. I do lots of balloons that people wouldn't normally do, or other balloon twisters wouldn't do, just because of lack of time. There's our little flower. Now I'm going to get a whole bunch of yellow scraps. I keep a bag full of my extras. It saves money and time And I just don't want to throw these in the landfill. Balloons will break back down into the environment. Some people are not happy that it doesn't break down faster. But, we have tables, furniture, wood frames. There's a lot of things made out of natural products that last a long time. Seashells. I can tell you, these balloons will break down faster than a seashell will. So we're basically going to do a balloon pom-pom. So you got a whole bunch of scraps. These are 1/60 scraps. And it doesn't have to be 1/60. It could be 2/60. You just get a whole bunch of scraps together, tie them in a knot. I'm going to tie it twice. Oh no, I think there's so many different ways to do balloons. I think I'm just going to push it into the flower and tie it into the flower. You see, I don't want to build up so many knots that when I put it into the flower, you can still see the knots. I want people to just see the pom-pom, see the magic of the balloon creation. I was teaching how to do the princess, but I guess I must have bumped the keyboard and it stopped recording. Now here, you just trim the pom-pom pieces. And some of them pinch close, so you just might want to go and stretch them just a little bit, cause all the crimped ends to reopen. Now you take your bird and you make sure you grab the part of the bird that has the, I'm going to tie this now a little bit higher up, the wire. You want to make sure you attach the wire, not just, if you just attach the balloon, your hummingbird's going to fall. But if you attach the wire, the hummingbird's going to stand up a little bit more. I'm going to cut that. There it is. Now we're going to attach it to my doll's hand. This is a caricature of a real person. I got the creative license on the dress, but I did my best to draw her face like her photo. And it could go just like that. It's kind of fun to watch. But it might overbalance just by pulling that way. So I'm going to pull the design in just a little bit. I'm going to take one wing of the hummingbird and I'm going to attach it to her hair. So I'm going to turn it around so it's facing me. This is the second doll I've made of the lady. I take UGlu dashes. I rub my fingers back and forth because I want to warm up this adhesive. It sticks better when it's a little warm. And then I peel off a little square. I look at the wing that I want to attach and I put it on that piece. I pet it to make sure I firmly have it on so there's not a lot of air bubbles in it. And then I lift the backing off. There's a little square clear glue. And push it where I want it. And I hold it. You want to do it for maybe 30 seconds. There she is. Hummingbird's all ready to go. That's So I'm going to see if I can move that arm in just a little bit more. Okay, we're ready to put the candy cup on. So I take my candy cup, I take the nozzle of the middle balloon, grab the knot, and when you wrap balloons around, you don't want to just grab the nozzle and wrap it around, you want to always grab the knot. Pull the knot up to the center of the green flower base, and down, and around, and back up, and down. And there she is, all ready to go for our birthday girl. And now, sometimes, if you'd like, I can include a card. I have a little postcard with me and my information. And then I look up the person's name right on the back of the card. And when I deliver it, sometimes I'll sing if the person looks like they're in the mood for a song. Happy birthday to you, your friend sure loves you. Enjoy all the candy, happy birthday to you. And I come all dressed up. Of course, I'll wear a mask. And before I start all my balloon projects, I have hand sanitizer here. So I sanitize my hands before I put the candy in the cup. I sanitize my hands before I start twisting. And then, before I do my delivery, I will sanitize my hands one more time before handing the cup to the client. So I'm trying to keep my hands germ-free as possible. I also have a sanitizer I spray on the balloons, so if I miss any germs, the balloons are a soft surface, and so germs don't live long on soft surfaces. If you let it sit for 24 hours, it'll be fine. Now remember, these balloons are made from natural latex. They will decompose, they will lose air. They're just bubbles of tree sap, and bubbles don't last long, but there are things you can do to make them last longer. Keep them cool, keep them away from sunlight, and they'll last a while. The smaller the balloon, the faster it will deflate on you. So this balloon doll that I made a few days ago, here's creation 1. I think my hummingbirds improved a little bit, but I'll show you. It's been 3 days, and some of the bubbles on her hand have started to go soft. As long as you don't touch and mess with them, they'll hold together. But that joint had me concerned, so I didn't want to give the first one to the birthday girl. So I made a new balloon, all nice and fresh. You can see some of the candy here. Whenever I do a candy cup for a grown-up, I try to include more chocolates, Oreos, some fun. So you'll see there might be a few small variations, but most of it I got the same. On the new one, I added a U bubble coming down and around underneath her bosom. Version 1 did not have that, and I used a 160 to make this flower. This flower has shrunk. So if you just let it sit, she could be good for another 2 days. So you could say my balloon creations can last a week, but they will just slowly get soft, and eventually they'll get soft to the point that some of it starts untwisting, but they can last a while. It's just like a cut flower. If you have a cut flower, there's special things that florists will do to help it last longer. But I got a flower from some girls at the high school that were selling them to earn money for their club, and it lasted about a week, just keeping it cut in some water. So my balloons are very much made from an organic plant source. I wish they were really plastic. They would last a lot longer than they currently do. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the hummingbird. I gotta hurry up and finish writing out my card and do my delivery. So have a happy day. Bye.